Hola, buenas tardes. So I'm just out for a wee wander on a blustery grey day today around the old town of Los Alcázares. It's the 6th of March. It's a bit grey and overcast, but you know, it'll pass. We're supposed to get the sunshine back on Friday, so it's about 16 degrees today. It does feel colder, you know, obviously the wind, but let's have a wander around the old town and let's see what's happening. So I'm just coming down to the centre of the old town in Los Alcázares here. So I'm at one of these weird zebra crossings here. They're all different. You've got crossings with pedestrian control crossings, you've got zebra crossings, you've got crossings with lights and some with no lights. So you've really got to be careful when you're walking around that you don't get killed. So you'll see that we've still got you know, some rain around. It's been a bit wet, so we're expecting some showers later on. Again, it's been a wet spell here for the last sort of 10 days or so, but we're hoping it's passing, and the forecast is it's supposed to be nice again from Friday, so we'll see. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just outside the town hall here in Los Alcázares, and I wanted to point out just across the road here, this little fishmongers. Fantastic fishmongers, fresh fish, lobsters in the pot, in the tank. It's great if you're looking some fresh fish. It's a great place to come. So you can see how grey the sky is. Just not used to this at all. So come on, get the sun back on. So this is the main town hall for Los Alcázares. Anything you need to do with regards to government matters, the guys in there will sort you out if you live in the area or you're new to the area. There's a very helpful guy who speaks really good English, and if you just ask about someone that speaks English when you go in, they'll help you out, or he'll help you out. I mentioned this restaurant before in a couple of videos, Estrabor, proper Spanish restaurant, great Spanish food. It's always nice to just sit there and grab a small beer and some tapas. So everywhere's very empty. I wonder where everyone goes when the weather gets bad. The Spanish really seem to struggle with the bad weather because they're outdoors all the time, so obviously when it's bad weather they can't get out. If you are thinking of coming to Los Alcázares for a short trip, consider that Hotel Atro del Mar. It's a 4-star hotel, always gets good reviews, and a few people that I know have stayed there and have said it's really good, so keep that in mind. So just coming down into this sort of little second square. So again, you've got these little outdoor sort of seating areas popping up in all the bars and the restaurants. Very good Spanish restaurant here, La Tropical. It's always really busy at night when you come along at night, and even for lunches actually. And you come along for lunch, it's quite difficult to get a table, certainly in the high season, and in the evenings it's really busy. We must do a walk around the old town on one of the busy summer evenings. Like to see what the atmosphere's like. This is one of our favourite bars here. It's still a fairly new bar. It's only opened in the probably last 8 months. Santa Teresa 68 euro. It's fabulous little bar, great cocktails, good mojitos. And then we've just obviously got the Old Town. It's always worth a wander. I'm just going to cut through this little alley here. It's one of my favourite bits of Los Alcázares actually. When you come down here of an evening, all these little bars and restaurants they're just full of life. Lots of people, and mainly Spanish, I have to say. This is a bit that sadly the UK and other European populations tend not to come. It tends to be the Spanish who come here, but of a summer evening it's just a fantastic little place to sit and watch the world go by. A great little butcher's here on the corner, closed at the minute. It's getting some work done by the looks of it. And then you've got this other little street on the other side, which has a few little bars, not as many, a couple of little shops. So it's a nice little town to wander. So let's have a wee walk down between this. I've heard down towards the bottom there's a lot of little shops that sell all the stuff for the beach, and I've heard people call this Bucket and Spade Alley. That's a very British thing to call it, Bucket and Spade Alley. But obviously at the minute lots of things are closed. Now that in itself raises another point. If you are considering coming to live in Spain, please do your research, because a lot of these places that are lovely wee places in the summer tend to be holiday resorts. So they just completely shut down for 3 or 4 months over the winter. So you don't want to be left in a place that's got nothing happening. And that's one of the reasons again why we settled just outside Los Alcázares, because it is a working town. It's got a big population who live here and who work in the area, so there's always lots of things open all year. So you never feel like you're living in a ghost town, although in this video it might look like it is a bit of a ghost town. But there's quite a lot of stuff still open if you want to come out and have a wander or a bite to eat. So these little buildings on either side here are little apartments that you can rent, and they're all part of the Hotel La Encarnacion. So if you fancy staying in a little apartment, it's a chalet, then contact La Encarnacion, because there are some really nice little apartments and almost Spanish style houses that you can stay in that are right in the Old Town, and only literally 2 minutes for the beach. So let me walk around here and show you. So if you just come out of those little apartments, and there's more here, these are all part of it as well. In fact, you can see there on the sign, they've all got their own little name. So La Encarnacion, if you go to their website, these are all apartments for there. You can see here again, all part of it. And then literally here we have the Mar Menor. Now I'll quickly show you this La Encarnacion has a sea views and gin club bar outside, and this is a fantastic spot to sit and while away an afternoon over a bottle of wine, or a couple of beers, or a coffee. If you don't drink, you can have some soft drinks as well. White building out on the Mar Menor is San Antonio. Fantastic lunches in there, very Spanish. And this is the Mar Menor. And obviously there's not much to see today just because of the overcast sky. Its visibility is pretty poor. And then just over to the right, it might just show up in the video, is the little marina at Los Alcázares. So I'm just going to wander back up towards where I parked the car, and I've been doing quite a lot of these videos. People have said it must be all I do, but in actual fact, I try and do 2 a week, and obviously there's time involved in filming them and then spending time in editing them and stuff like that. And the thing that makes it worthwhile is that I can see people are watching them, which is fantastic. And all I'd ask you to do is just, do me a wee favour. You might not want to subscribe, which is fine, but what I'd ask you to do, if you don't mind doing it, is just if you do like the video, just click on the little like button. You'll see it underneath where the video is, because the more people who like the video, the YouTube's algorithm seems to like that, and it'll then put it out to suggest to more people to watch. Even more importantly is if you decide to comment on it. So good or bad, I'm always keen to hear some feedback. So it'd be really appreciated if you would just like the video and maybe add a little comment or ask a question or whatever it can be. I do read them all, and I do try and respond to them all as much as I possibly can. So please take time to do that. I really appreciate it. So there you go. That's a wee wander around part of the old town. I hope you found that interesting, and if you did, please click on like and subscribe. And if you didn't, just let me know. Tell me in the comments and I'll change it. I do listen to what people say. I read all the comments and I try and act on it. So as usual, if there's anything else that you'd like me to film, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to try and do that for you. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all hopefully on the next video. Hasta luego.